Hello, and welcome to Lab Assignment and Solution CIT-07-LS2 Dashboards. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a dashboard in Splunk to display information based on search queries and create different graphs. We'll also create a new dashboard that displays the Apache access log status. The assumption is that you have completed CIT-07-L1. If you have not done that lab yet, please visit the video library for detailed instructions on how to create and complete this lab. This lab is estimated to take about 25 to 30 minutes. In terms of requirements, you need a basic working knowledge of Splunk. You need to know about Splunk dashboards and knowledge of XML structure. We will go through all of these in the lab. And the environment, you need VirtualBox, is what you see here. You need pfSense running. You need Ubuntu, which we have here, with running Apache and Splunk. And you may need your Windows 10 device. But for now, I'm going to minimize the Windows 10. I see pfSense is running, Windows and Ubuntu is running, so I will minimize that. And you also need the dashboard, that XML file that you can download from Canvas. And as always, there's context and background regarding seams and SOAR at the Trends and Dashboard section 2 in the textbook. Okay, so let's get started. We want to make sure that pfSense is running. We did that already in our virtual machine, a VirtualBox. We also want to go to our Ubuntu machine, go under Activities, and under Terminal. We're going to run Terminal, get a prompt. And we want to make sure that Splunk is running. So we do sudo opt Splunk bin Splunk start. And because I'm running in sudo, I get prompted for the password. This is great. Splunk is already running from a previous exercise, so that's good. I also want to make sure that Apache is running, so I'm going to type service Apache to start. Let's see what happens here. Of course, we're going to get prompted for dialog box because we're running a service, starting a service. And I could have just actually run this service at first, this command, which is just to see that if Apache was up and running. So we can do service Apache status just to see if it's running, but we're just following the steps in the exercise. I'm going to go into Firefox, as it says in step 5. And as Firefox is up and running, we're going to go into Splunk and see our search command. So I do 127.0.0.1 port 8000, as it says here. And that takes me to the Splunk interface. We have built this in previous labs. I'm going to log in with my username and password. In this case, it's admin. And whatever your password is. I don't want to save, but I do want to log in. And at this point on step 6, on page 5, I have search and reporting available. Okay, great. So now I'm going to go into dashboards under the menu options here. We're going to create dashboards. So I select dashboards and it looks like I'm new. So I'm going to skip this tour because this is my fresh install, and I'm going to create a new dashboard. And in step 8, it says type in Apache Access Dashboard. So let's do that now. And then in the ID, it basically picked whatever I typed in the title, lowercased it, and put some underbars in there. And I create dashboard. And in the dashboard, I'm going to click the source. And it says drag the provided dashboard XML file to my Ubuntu machine, open it, and copy its contents. So I have this in my downloads folder of my host machine. So I'm going to just actually get to that in a moment and show you where I can just get this file just directly. So in my downloads folder, we have an XML file that we received from Canvas. I'm going to open with a text editor, get rid of my folder because I don't need it anymore, and I'm going to copy and paste this XML code So I copied it to the clipboard. I'm going to grab and delete all of this. So in step 11, it says paste the contents of the dashboard.xml file to the window, overriding the existing text. When done, click the UI. So I'm going to paste that XML code. Then I'm going to click the UI. In my UI, to navigate to the visual representation. Now in the Ubuntu machine, it says open a new browser, which is this guy here, and go to the random Apache page and click the refresh icon 5 times. So I'm going to go, as they said, to Apache proper. So I'm just going to do localhost. But I did that too fast. And localhost should take me to my Apache. I'm going to type in random. And as it says, refresh the icon 5 times to trigger the XML condition, number 12. Back in the Splunk window in the UI, we should note that the change of the new displayed dashboard, note that the times have changed. And here we are. Now it says click source in the dashboard, and it says to create a new panel in the same row. In other words, we're going to have another panel in the same row. So we're going to go to open bracket panel, as it says here, and close panel here. Copy all of this code. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it to make another panel. So this is going to open another one. And it should look just like this. And then in here, it says change the text between title, status code by hour. So we're going to change this to minutes. And then change the span. And this one here, my lines are a little different because I have some spaces in mine. And then change the chart span into 1 hour. So I'm going to change this to 1 hour. And this says 1 minute. So let's just take a quick look to see what we change here. We change this to 1 minute. We change this to code by minutes. And we change this to 1 hour. And when we're done, we're going to click save. And now we have our output. You should see 2 panels in the same row. And here are our 2 panels. I have one by hour and I have one by minutes. Slightly different because the way I changed the title, but it takes me to the end of this page and it takes me to the end of this lab. I hope you found this lab useful. See you at the next one.